Namaste and welcome to the Enrich Your Life podcast. I'm Thorsten, father, son, life and leadership coach who knows how to stay grounded even when life gets chaotic. This space here is for you, the one who shows up, the one who gives a lot, the one who is always performing and holds space for everyone else, but forgot how to hold space for yourself. This podcast is a gentle invitation to turn inward, to listen again. So take a deep breath, slow down, and let this moment be for you. Namaste, and welcome to our next episode. Today is not just another episode. Today we gonna celebrate episode 30. Yes, it may be just a number to some, but to me, and I think you can already feel the excitement in my voice today. To me, it's a testimony of trust, consistency, and deep connection with you. This podcast, which started with uncertainty, with hesitation, is now a platform of pure presence, a community, a shared breath, a mirror, and a movement. And I want to take this moment fully and honestly to reflect and to celebrate together with you. Because this podcast is not about me speaking, it's about us growing. Let me take you back to the beginning, 30 episodes back. When my wonderful virtual assistant first looked at me and said, "Thorsten, you need to start a podcast." I shook my head. I had all the stories ready. I'm not a podcaster. Who would listen to me? What if I mess up? The truth, and you all know, I was afraid. Afraid of my own voice. Afraid of not being perfect. Afraid of being seen. But something inside whispered louder than fear. Something said, there are people who need to hear what's in your heart. So I took a deep breath as I just did now. And I was thinking about it. And I said, yes, I want to say something. I want to share something. I want to share my personal experience. And I want to make this world better every single day. So with that, I recorded the first episode. Super nervous, awkward, vulnerable, human. And then something unexpected happened. Yes, people listened, as you do. And I want to thank you all for listening. Even if it's not every episode or once a while, I want to say thank you. You guys wrote to me. You said, this is exactly what I needed. It really blew me away. Not because of the numbers, but because I realized this is just bigger than me. And this podcast became a bridge, a rhythm, a ritual, a release. And from that moment on, I knew this is part of my path. This is part of my purpose, enriching people's lives. So let's take a moment to honor the 29 episodes that brought us here. We have walked through a lot. Purpose and pressure, burnout and balance, self-worth and silence, masculine energy and emotional intelligence, abundance and awakening, changing your thoughts, changing your life. I also shared my personal stories, my pain, my struggles, my insights, my healing, my journey, and my own transformation. And what I'm also very proud of, I invited guests who were not just experts in their fields, they were human beings walking their own paths. And having them here with us was so amazing. I'm so grateful for that. We had conversations that mattered, conversations that cracked something open, conversations that didn't give you answers but offered you better questions for yourself. And for me, each episode was a footprint, a chapter, a step closer to truth and happiness. And what I have learned on this beautiful journey is consistency is not about perfection. It's about presence. You don't need to be ready. You just need to be real. And it took me a while to learn that as well. So what this podcast gave me and still does, there were times I felt disconnected, misunderstood, out of alignment. Do I do the right thing? Am I on my right path? Is this even my path? And then I would sit down, hit record, and something would shift, like in this moment. It's super emotional. Yes, you might hear it in my voice. It's difficult. I could start crying. And that's such a gift. To show emotions, right? To be grateful, thankful for what we have. Because when you speak from the soul, you realign with it. Many of you have shared that this podcast changed your perspective. Some of you shared that it helped you let go of. Some of you mentioned that it gave you clarity. And here, by the way, thank you for all your feedback, for all your messages. I really appreciate that. And I want you to know you did the same for me. This is not just a one-way conversation, or no, I'm talking here. However, it still is and feels as a co-creation. Your presence, even in silence, is felt deeply. So really, I want to say thank you. Thank you for walking with me. And you see, I need another deep breath. Thank you for listening, for trusting me with your time and your energy. You have enriched my life, and I hope I have done the same for yours. Please let me share a story. It's about the weight we carry. I recently talked to a woman I know, and she reconnected with her best friend after 5 years of silence. Can you imagine? Your best friend and you have 5 years of silence. Imagine the emotions, the inner fights you have with yourself, the proud, the frustration. And what caused the distance? A misunderstanding. Most likely something small in hindsight, but pride built a wall, a huge and a thick wall. And we are struggling. I do assume we all know about these stories. I had these stories as well. And then we think, what is it? What's missing? Is it on me? Do I need to do the first step? What are the consequences? Is the other person open for it? We never know, right? However, we struggle because this issue, this challenge, this situation, we carry in our life backpack. And you know, it's not worth it. Not one single day, not one single hour. Back to this woman I just mentioned. One day she sent a voice message. Just a few honest words after 5 years of silence. And you know what's coming? Everything melted. Laughter returned. Positive emotions, feelings, good vibrations, happiness. Her life backpack got lighter tremendously within moments. The love, the connection, the friendship, the true relationship was still there. Why do I tell you this? Because so many of us carry emotional weight that doesn't belong to us anymore. We carry old stories, fears, regrets, guilt, and it drains our life force. This podcast, in many ways, is about helping you lighting your life backpack. And I invite you, if there's something you're still holding, maybe today is the day you put it down. So I invite you to move from one day into day one. Do it for yourself. Yes, it was one series we had, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. And I want to come back here because it's so important. We all live in our heads, all of us. Remember, 60 till 70,000 thoughts a day. Most of them repetitive, most of them fear-based. We have the we future trip. What if this happens? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? And all the while, we miss the only thing that's real. This moment. The present. In English, present also means gift. That's not a coincidence, my friends. This moment right now is a gift. Not yesterday, not next month. Now. So I ask you, can you be here fully? Can you feel your breath, your body, your heartbeat? Can you pause for a moment the overthinking and come back to your presence? Put your hand on your heart in that moment and feel it and be grateful. Because this right here is life. Let's go way back. Way back, at least for me. Remember when you learned to walk. Yes, I'm sure now you have a smile in your face. You fell over and over again. Maybe you even hit your head. And you cried and you laughed. And your parents cried and they laughed. You tried again and again. And what you didn't say, you know what? Maybe walking is not for me. You didn't think, I failed too many times. You just kept going and going and going. And the good news here, why I'm telling you that, the fearless version of you still exists. They are still inside you. So the next time you want to give up on something, on your business, on your self-worth, on your dream, remember that little child which is still inside of you. This little boy or girl wasn't afraid of falling. It was focused on walking only. Be like him or her. Just do it. Try again. Start again. Live again. And smile again. Maybe even now. So what's next for Enrich Your Life? Tough question, I know, but that's why we are all here. That's the title of this beautiful podcast. Is it more truth? More fire? More softness? More stories? More episodes that make you pause and breathe? That challenge you to go deeper, to look inside, to connect with your inner child again, which is maybe waiting for you, or the remind of you who you really are beneath the noise. And maybe your voice. Yes, I really mean it. What does it mean? If you have a story to share, an idea to suggest, a topic that lights you up, please do reach out to me. This podcast was never meant to be one way. It's a shared journey. You're not just a listener, you're a part of this tribe. So let's build it together. Yes, and you might be hesitant as I was when I had my first episode. However, I can tell you from previous guests, when they were nervous or didn't know what to expect, they loved it to be here and to share something with the world. And you see, I'm still amazed. And before we come to the end of today's podcast, I really want you to reflect on a couple of things I just mentioned and really go there, connect with yourself and really remind yourself, why are you here? I mean, not in that moment, in that podcast, but why are you here? What is your legacy? What is it? People or your own kids? You want them to say about you one day. What is it? You're all unique. You're all amazing. And you all have it, what you need to live a fulfilled life. You just need to remember to connect with yourself, to look inside, trust yourself, be happy with yourself, be proud of yourself. I want to end today's episode with 3 words. Thank you deeply. Thank you deeply. Thank you for walking beside me. Thank you for choosing growth. Thank you for coming back again and again to yourself. And if this podcast ever moved you, share it. if it helped you, send it to someone who needs it. We have such a huge variety in our series. Pick one where you think of, oh, that might be a good thought, or this might be a good episode for a friend, for a relative, for a partner, for a colleague, whatever it is. And last but not least, if you ever doubted it, yes, your life matters. Your voice matters. And your presence. Your real imperfect, powerful presence is a gift to this world. Thank you again for listening. Let's celebrate episode 30 once again, which is still amazing. And don't forget to keep choosing you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with me. And see you in the next episode. Namaste. And with that, we gently close today's episode. May something you heard stay with you as a reminder, as a spark, or simply as permission to breathe a little deeper. Please keep choosing yourself, not against others, but for the sake of your truth. Life begins when we live it from the inside out. You will find all the links in the show notes below. Feel free to explore what calls you. And I'm always delighted if you leave a review or a comment. Until next time, my dear listeners, stay grounded, stay open, and enrich your life. Namaste.